Hey, you guys, we are back once again for another story time from my bedroom today. Did you check out my new shirt, you guys? Look at that. A friend of mine made this for me, so I'm so excited because I love gifts. So, you guys, before we get started today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notification, and give the videos a thumbs up. Put comments down there. I always respond to the comments. And as I said, this channel is the cheapest ever because it is free to subscribe. You guys, I took your opinions and I did I guess a little poll or something. Did you want to hear something funny or did you want to hear the cult series? So why not go ahead and give you the best of both worlds? This video here is I got robbed again. But you guys, before I get started, I have a lot going on that I've been doing. I have some new products that's going to be coming out, and I have a new website that is being built. It should be finished by the end of this week, but I want to show you guys, you get the exclusive, a sample of one of my cups. Now, if you've known me before, or you may have ordered from me before, then you know I had the cups that had the little girl on it, and it said, ma'am, ma'am. But now I have these cups here. It says, hold, hey, I only lie daily to all the customers, to the customers. That's a hold, honey. We only lie daily. We tell them all the time, listen, we can't do that for you, knowing we can, y'all. So I got a new website being built up. I got some more cups coming in with more, with different, what is these, acronyms? I think they're acronyms, with different acronyms and stuff on it. So that'll be a new line of products that I'll actually have on the website, you guys. So let's go ahead and start with I got robbed again. Remember Family Dollar. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch that video about I got robbed. So this is I got robbed part 2, y'all. So remember in part 1, well, I didn't even know it was going to be a part 2 to this one. But remember when I was at Family Dollar, you guys, I had got robbed and the guy came up behind me. And if you watch the video, I kept pushing the button. So I have a thing with people coming up behind me on a register, right? So I'm at work. Hold on a minute. Let me get my little sippy sip out my cup, which will be available next week. Hold on. So I'm at work, y'all. Now, this is the job that I'm at now. So I'm at work. We end up, some boy wanted the weekend off. He said he was taking somebody to the prom, and I didn't have a problem with scheduling him off because normally he always works Friday and Saturdays. He always worked every Friday and Saturday, so I didn't care if he was going to the prom or not, or maybe he just wanted to be off that weekend. It was fine. So it was me and my son. We were closing that night, and we was working a shift from 5 to 1 in the morning. So we're sitting there going through the store and you're cleaning up and he's in there stocking the cooler and I'm over there, you know, messing with this and wiping this down or whatever. You guys, and so I get over there, we have like this little grill thing. You know how you go to them little stores and you get 2 hot dogs for X amount of dollars. So I go over there and I'm wiping the little grill area down. I was like, well, let me close this grill. It was about 9, a little bit after 9 p.m. I was like, let me go ahead and close this down. Ain't nobody really buying these little hot dogs and stuff. And this will be one last thing I got to do. You guys, so I'm sitting up there and in my mind, I'm saying, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Just saying I don't want to be here tonight, not don't want to be here in this world, don't want to be here in this store, the whole 9 yards. I just didn't want to be there, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't used to working nights. I've done nights. And sometimes I had to close a few times. You know, people call off or don't show up. But we normally close at 11. But on Fridays and Saturdays, we close at 1 o'clock in the morning, which to me, honestly, is pointless because there's only a few scragglers that come in there. People that's probably coming from the bar or either people that's super, super high and they want to buy up ice cream or whatever. So my son's back there. He's stocking up the milk and everything because I knew I had to come to work the next day. Now, mind you, the store closes at 1 o'clock. I have to open the store back up the next day and they open at 5. So I was doing a loop around. I was going to get off at 1 in the morning, go home, take a shower, get in the bed and get back up at 3:30 to be back there at 4:15. So that's why I was saying I don't want to be here. But it's so hard finding night help. It's easy finding people in the morning, but it's hard to find people in the evening time that want to work to close. It just is what it is. Because, heck, I ain't want to be there, okay? I ain't want to be there, so I feel them if they don't want to be there. So I go over there, and what we do is when it gets a certain time at night, we start making like maybe a half a pot of coffee. They make like 5 different flavors, so we only do like the most 2 popular brands. So I'm over there messing with the coffee or what have you, and where I'm messing with where I'm picking, pouring out the coffee and refreshing it, right behind me is the register. You got to step up on a little step, and there's the register, what have you. So 2 young guys come in or what have you. I ain't think nothing about it. They came in with a hoodie and a mask on. Who ain't wearing a mask? And what kid ain't wearing a hoodie? My son got all kind of hoodies, so I'm not thinking anything about it. So while they're coming in, I say, hey, how you doing? I'm speaking to them or whatever. They walk behind me. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking they're walking behind me because they're getting a creamer. Because here's the coffee, there's the creamer, and then there's the registers. Oh my, let me take a sip. No creamer today, huh? Honey, they walked past me and went straight up to the register. Now, mind you, I'm still fiddling with the coffee over here. And then I turned around and I'm like, what are you doing? Y'all, I got to do this here. I have to have this. You're going to understand why I'm doing this, y'all. Y'all probably ain't got that. Y'all ain't got no COVID out there, day. So I'm like, what are you doing? Y'all, first of all, they walk up to the register. Our registers are not easy to open by far. You have to click this button here, go to this button here. To open it is on a whole nother screen. So I knew they had to know somebody that told them how to do that. You ain't gonna do that walking off the street. It's all electronic. So I'm like, what is y'all doing? Like, what the heck? Get out of here. Now, mind you, I didn't go up there by them. I'm on the other side of the camera like I'm a customer, y'all. So here go me. What y'all over there doing? What is you doing? Get out of here. What? I know y'all ain't up here robbing me. This me the whole time, y'all. When I went back and watched the video, this was me the whole time. Man, I was going in on dude. So the one boy knew how to open it up, and the other boy didn't even touch the money. He just immediately, he opened it up, and then I guess he gave the money to the one boy, and the one boy just walked out the store, whatever. So then he moves to the next register because we have 2 registers, and I was like, man, you stupid. I was like, get up out of here. This the man. Y'all get up out of here. You stupid, bro. Ain't no money in there. You about to rob this store for that little bit of money, bro. You can't even buy no gym shoes with that junk. Get up out of here, bro. You dumb. You gonna get caught for this stuff. Y'all, this. So, he didn't say not one word. When they came in the store, they did not speak. They didn't say nothing. But this is what he said at the end. I said, get out of here, man. I said, the police gonna get you. You about to ruin your whole life for under $100. You ain't getting no money, because we have been dropping the money all night because it's like the beginning of the month or whatever. But anytime you get anything like over 20, you supposed to be dropping them, all the time. If you sell the money, or you're supposed to drop the money immediately, the whole 9 yards. So they was only getting a few 5s and some singles. So I'm going in on him. Y'all, guess what he said, Chad? I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I am so sorry. I said, get your damn life out of here, boy. I said, boy, you need to be shaming yourself. Get your daggone job. I'm thinking in my mind, fool, we hired, but I ain't going to hire you because you steal too much. I said, get on up. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he took off running out the store. So by this time, my son was in the cooler. Now, he saw like at the tail end of it, he was like, what is so-and-so doing here? I'm not going to say the person's name because this person is, like my boss. He was like, what is so-and-so doing here? Now, my boss normally wears like a hoodie. And he was like, what is he doing here? Then he looked, he was like, that dude is too dark to be the boss. So my son came out the thing and was like, mommy, he came out the cooler. You got to walk out the cooler, come through the little back door area, and then come out to be on the other end of the store or whatever. So the boy ran out the store. He was like, mommy, and when he ran out the store, I said, Mello, call the police. I was like, we just got robbed. He was like, what? So he runs up there. So I go to lock the door. I can't lock the door because I didn't have my keys on me. My keys was in the back. Always keep your keys in your apron pocket, y'all, just in case some pop out, because they could have came back up in there. So I had to run back there, get my keys. Mello's calling the police or what have you. And honey, it was just a mess. It wasn't mad, but I fussed that boy out like I was his whole entire mama child. That boy apologized. I said, this boy's the nicest robber I've ever met in my life. I was like, get here, boy. Da, 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 da. He was gone. So I'm like, what in the world? So I locked the door. We called the police. The police come in there. I gave the description and everything. Lights blaring. They come in. I can't figure out how to access the camera. I don't know who moved the mouse. The mouse was gone, and then they have their own set of security with the company, and they come check everything out. So they came and checked everything out. These dudes walked. So we robbing people and walking now. Like, we're not going to get a car. We're just going to walk in the store, take the money, and walk out. We watched them walk up on camera. We watched them wait to the side of the building, waited for the last gentleman to leave out the store, looked around, and came straight in. I should have known something was going down because they came, when they walked in, they was walking too fast. You know how somebody, you walk in the store, you ain't walking fast. They was walking a little bit too fast for me, but it just didn't click. It didn't click. So, honey, I got robbed. Hadn't even been there 30 days, y'all, and had got robbed, child. It was a whole conversation with my boss and his boss. It was a whole I quit. Oh, bro, I quit. What they do today? This store is on a dark street. It's set back. Ain't nothing but a couple of bars. It's people that live there, but there's bars up and down the walkway. It's not on like the road, the street where there's like a main drag. This is like one of them offset streets. Oh, I quit. Y'all got me stuck, because what you're not going to do is find me all up on the floor. I'm so glad, you guys. Thank God I wasn't hurt. But I'm so glad that my son's timing was what it was. Because if he would have came out there and seen those boys trying to rob us, he would have bucked up, because my mom is here and you trying to rob my mama. He ain't thinking you robbing my store. Because, honey, hey, take all this money. You lucky the safe was locked, baby. I am not tussling over somebody else's money. Like, no, where we do that at? So I'm so glad that he came out at the time he did, because if he would have bucked up, then got into an altercation with them, honey, it was going to be coffee, slanging, mace, spraying. It was going to be scissors, stabbing, honey. That store was going to be lit up, honey. We was going to tear it up. So I'm so glad he didn't come out there at the time that he came out there. But like I told my boss and them, I said, if it would have been two males that normally work in the evenings, there's no way them guys would have came in there without no weapons and walked in that store. I said they would have walked in that store, looked, saw that it was two dudes in there, act like they was buying something, and they'd have walked back up out of there. I'm thinking in my mind, they only did it because I was a female. Only did it because I was a female. So with all that being said, you guys, I transferred stores. I was like, oh, I quit. They called me back about 2 or 3 times. Sherry, we need you. You're wonderful. Whatever. I quit. So I'm at a different store that's on the main drag. The police are always in the parking lot across the street. They come there, get coffee. It's by another restaurant that's open 24 hours. So there's a lot of activity that's there, and it's well lit. Much better lit than the other store, you guys. So that was a story of me getting robbed. Y'all, if you got time and if you feel like hearing it, go ahead over to Cult Series Part 4. Chad, they thought I was kicking it with the man of the cloth. I ain't got time to be rolling the cloth with the man of the cloth. I ain't going to hell. Subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, click the bell for notification. Get our videos a thumbs up. And when you get over there, you're going to see me with this shirt on again in the same cup. Peace.